welcome back to Nier. We have some long-distance camera strafing going on right now, but it's good that we ended off in Seafront with 51% quest completion, which has been my goal. At least have this much at this point of the game. So it's good that we ended it off. And now all we have to do is meet the person who sent Yona a letter, which is in the mansion right outside Seafront. Very, very excited to see what this is all about. And I hope you're doing well. We'll take our express route here. Do a hard drift. And then we'll just go ahead and dismount right here. I know I've already shown this off, but I went ahead and equipped new words on Beastbane, which increased its attack power by 6%, so if you are paying very, very close attention, or if you have been paying very, very close attention to the amount of damage we've been doing, you might notice a 6% increase overall. As we enter the mansion's courtyard, the color fades away from everything but the trees and our party members and this man who's probably waiting for us.
We've been waiting for you.
I was more correct than I even knew.
Please, right this way.
And the desaturation of colors also carries into the inside of the mansion itself, as well as an overlay in the corners of our screen. And also an ominous tune, just like the Lost Shrine.
Please, wait here.
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay?
Well, we've come this far. I suppose we can't turn back now.
This boyfriend better be worth it.
Kaine's taking a very, very relaxed position on this couch here, or bench.
I don't get how she can sleep at a time like this.
She must have nerves of pure steel.
I don't get how she shoots.
She's actually just entirely sleeping. That's interesting. And it's also very interesting to notice what is affected by the lack of color. Fire is not, trees are not. Also, this reminds me a lot of the first room in Resident Evil. The first typewriter room. It's been a long time since I played that game, not totally sure. So we have no choice but to walk around and explore what parts of the mansion that we can. And these barrels and boxes are made out of impenetrable wood. How can we see more into that room, actually? And also, I've been slow walking this entire time, but Nier actually does have a unique running animation while he is inside here, which just decreases our speed by a pretty significant amount. But I like it. It's a good jog for an interior location. Here's a kitchen. What's down here?
I don't like this one bit.
You sound scared, Vice.
There's a keyhole for this door marked darkness. And unfortunately we can't inspect these paintings, but they are very interesting. From the, I'm glad I can move the camera actually and it's not locked like it would be in Resident Evil, but anyway. From the side, it almost looks like this person has a skull for a face with the texture, using a lower quality version from this camera angle than this one.
Now, why don't we head back?
Maybe. Maybe.
The game is now forcing us to return to where Kaine is. There's a keyhole marked moon here. The game is now forcing us to go back to where Kaine is, and I love the reasoning that they do it by making Grimoire Weiss, who was always talking about how he's infinitely powerful and magical, is scared of a haunted house.
Hey, where'd Kaine go?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
I guess first things first, we can go out here to look for her. And that just takes us to the other side of this, so maybe we can find the person who helped us inside. Oh, some boxes to break. With nothing inside them, that's too bad. Alright, well, let's take our old man jog over to back where we were before then. Just like a classic haunted house, we've lost a party member. You know how many times there are haunted houses in JRPGs. Happens all the time.
Help! Somebody get me out of here!
Probably in the next hall. But maybe not.
What's this? The picture has changed.
Oh, that's not good. Well, that's really not good. That looks painful. So we probably have to go through the door that we weren't able to before. Which takes us to a very, very interesting courtyard. Nice statue, but the expression seems kind of pained. Yes, come now, brave faces, onward and upward, eh? Let's take a look at the other ones. Same thing. So all of these statues are nice, but seem kind of pained. This one's a warrior with an axe. I wish I could zoom in a little more. There's the blue sky still. Looks like someone either praying or in fear or something, and then there's someone going after a kid here, chasing them, and then an archer. Unlocked the hidden items tutorial. What does that say? Is that just gonna tell us? It'd be really funny if that just tells us about items in boxes. Some required items may be hidden in the field. To search for sparkling points and break wooden boxes to obtain items inside. Well, that's just incredibly helpful. Thank you, game. Maybe this is what they were talking about. They had some playtesters who didn't realize they had to pick up and hit circle on this shiny glowing big sphere here. We obtained the moon key. Once again, feeling more like Resident Evil the more time we spend inside here. Moon key was definitely the first one, I'd assume. Oh no, that's darkness. Moon is to the left, darn it. My memory fails me again.
Shades! What foul hole did they crawl from?
Obtain the word O tier, experience rate plus 4%. That's pretty good. What's annoying about being here is that we actually can't dodge rolls, so it's going to require me to block most attacks against enemies. You used the moon key. What's down here? Okay, that's a new path, so let's see. Doorway here instead. Oh, there's a keyhole marked star here. So we're forced to go down the path then. Big spiders that I don't like because I have arachnophobia. I'm really glad that the spider's blood dissipates because that is a mess to have to clean up in an interior with carpet. A very nice interior too. There's piano playing coming through this door. So let's open it up and see who or what is on the other side.
You're an adult. Male. Maybe 40?
You got all that from my footsteps?
It's not hard once you know how.
And I suppose I should tell you about my friend Vice.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Weiss does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emil. I'm the master of this manor.
You the kid who sent a letter to my little girl?
Letter? I don't know anything about a letter.
No, of course not. Such a thing would be far too simple.
Definitely would be too simple, especially knowing all the steps that we've had to take for a lot of these more complicated side quests recently.
No, stay back.
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes. Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, my butler might know more about the letter you received. My key can unlock any door in the manor, so if you want to follow me...
That's all right. We can get around on our own.
Oh, well, okay. Here's the key. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor.
We've obtained the star key and now met the owner of this manor, this colorless manor, as being Emil, who is a child. And we have to talk to his butler now, who is the man who invited us inside.
Think we should look for Kaine?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
True enough.
Very true, and of course Nier is being very level-headed and rational by saying, no, small child, excuse me, I'm just gonna walk around your house with your master key. You can just stay here and play your piano or whatever.
Somebody,
which Emil's rational and normal response is, of course, stranger, please walk around my home. So here's the butler, but I want to look around a little more to see if we can figure out where that voice was. If we even can.
Whoa! Shades!
We also get to see more of the mansion this way. Did not block quick enough. And we're accosted by spiders as soon as we leave. It's honestly a pretty tense living situation for Emil and his butler. Obtain the light key. We got the light key and an ambush on our hands. It shouldn't take two, yeah. Thanks to the beast bane, was not that hard to take care of. And now the sink is filling up with blood. Yeah, this entire section is just great. Oh, I like when you leave. I like that we get to hear that those screams of fright from our characters here, but I also like when you hit circle to leave, you can see the liquid immediately disappear. It fades out just like that. Oh, I think I ruined something. Oh no, I feel bad. No, okay. What's that? A butler, or at least a remarkable likeness of one.
I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
Even looks like he follows us a little bit. He does. But it's just an automaton. And not the real butler who we just saw in the hall down here from the star key. The light key, excuse me.
Is that another one?
You gotta love Nier's reaction. Animation is just beautiful.
It moves.
What's the matter?
Sir?
This.
Yes, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emil.
I doubt he's even human.
Look, someone sent a letter to my daughter.
Yes, I wrote the letter. Please forgive my impertinence in sending it. As you may know, Master Emil, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of your courageous exploits, and so I sent a letter under Master Emil's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
So you wrote the letter?
I did, sir. My letter merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent.
I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
She's just a kid. She probably didn't understand what was going on.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day when we could cure Master Emil's eyes.
Sorry about that camera work. It was an accident. Well, it wasn't an accident. I was just messing with my analog stick. Anyway.
I think you want a doctor. I'm just a big guy who kills things.
Couldn't have said it any better myself. Well, off we go then.
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emil's condition is located in this very manor.
So why don't you just go get it?
The location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades. And the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat these shades and restore Master Emil's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste.
We'll do it.
We will.
The more shades we kill, the better Yona's chances. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
We obtained the darkness key, and I remember where that goes. It's at the beginning of the hallway with all the portraits.
I know it's a lot to ask. I'm sorry. At least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right? I'm sorry. My butler thinks so much of me. But for him to make such outlandish requests... I'm coming with you. It's unfair to let you go on your own. And besides, it might be fun to put my eyes to good use for once.
So now we have our own temporary party member with the powers of Medusa, so I'm looking forward to see how that goes. 1,000 thanks to all of you, right? Back to the darkness door we go. Shouldn't take us too long, even with some new shades to fight. Defense drop, that'll come in handy. Oh. There's the petrification in action. I wish we had a better camera angle for it, but yeah, it just turns the enemy to stone. And the next hit just immediately kills it. There it was again, but still a little bit far away. Emil is very useful as a party member. I would love to know the mechanics of the formula for how it works. As in, what are the chances for him to petrify an enemy, if it's even chance-based at all, or if he's just programmed to do it a lot, because he has been doing it an awful lot. We use the darkness key. I wonder if he'll do it before I even... Oh, I'm about to die. Okay, so he does just do it on his own. I figured it might be based on if I'm attacking the enemy or not. Poor Nier's looking all bloodied up. Didn't even have to worry about that. Obtain the one-handed sword, Blade of Treachery. I cannot see what I'm attacking here. What's through here? Oh, just a very, very nice little study. Library style thing, very nice. It's locked. Which means that rather than just being a study to look at and appreciate, it's now a mini enemy room. Probably won't have to fight too many though. We are taking an awful lot of damage here. I would like to show off the Blade of Treachery, but I'm not sure it'll do. Oh, I unblocked right when I needed to. I'd like to show off the Blade of Treachery, but I'm pretty confident it won't be as powerful as our Beastbane here. There we go. And a thick dictionary for our trouble, too. We're going through medicinal herbs pretty quick here. The save point is also not affected by the color palette.
This is it. We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
I do not like anything about this place.
Oh, great. Why does every book I meet have a bad attitude?
Oh, aren't we clever? As if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is Grimoire Vice. How many pages does this infernal book possess?
It's gotta be running low by now.
Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
Is this bastard ever gonna stop?
Petrification is really helpful to have, and we actually cannot block those pages. Shucks. Oh, we have full MP, so we should be able to do a decent amount with this. Or nothing, actually. Thankfully for this boss, our dodge roll is given back to us. It would be a nightmare to have to do this without it. Get some slow-mo petrification action from Emil here. Very cool. Where's the book itself, though? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I got in his way.
Kaine!
And where have you been?
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting our asses handed to us by a floating dictionary.
Suppose strength is beyond measure.
So what's the plan then?
I am an arcane text, not a manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this guy?
That's Emil. He's the kid that runs this.
Fuck! This book is a real asshole!
Yeah, I should have warned you about that, Emil.
Ah, the sweet dulcet tones of the woman in my ears yet again.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
Bold words, and yet I see your knees quake like warm butter.
Save the heroics for when you're older, kid.
Would you all please just shut the hell up and fight?
Am I bugging you, Kaine?
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sung some motivational speeches from a woman in her undergarments?
I guess so.
You're really glad we got to hear all of that.
Now!
Weiss, this is it.
Annulling a petrification curse.
That's awfully convenient. We obtained a sealed. Well, it's awfully convenient that Nier just happened to grab the page to cure a petrification curse, but also the fact that we obtained a sealed verse, Dark Whirlwind Magic, also very convenient. Also, I hope I didn't sound sarcastic when I said earlier that I was glad that we got to hear that, because it really is. The banter between Weiss, Nier, and Kaine is so good because they're so, I don't want to say deeply flawed, but in that vicinity, so having them argue is just always really entertaining. So we obtained Dark Whirlwind Magic. I forget which one that is. We'll have to check it out. Dark Whirlwind attack with magical rotating blades, charged to increase the number of blades. Now in my mind I'm thinking Virgil from Devil May Cry, but probably not.
Oh no! This passage is written in some kind of code. We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emil. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian.
Ah, so the servant has a name after all.
Emil, listen to me.
Yes? What is it?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're part of you, a vital part of you. Do you understand?
You...
This arm, this creature, it's me. I thought I'd need it only until I found my vengeance. And once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine.
But listen. If this shade should ever...
No! Kaine. Kaine, I promise I'll never give up. You can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
Bye.
Listen, Yona's sick, and she doesn't have a lot of friends. If you could send more letters, I'm sure she'd appreciate it.
I would be delighted, sir.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Hang in there. Next time we meet, perhaps I'll be able to look you in the eye.
Sealed versus collected. That's all of them.
I saw you exchange some words with that Emil lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy!
Book? Shut up.
Yeah, cram it, Weiss. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
And now all that remains is to find this Grimoire Noir.
Oh, we'll find him. I know we will.
Really happy to hear someone say Grimoire Noir again, so I can say Grimoire Noir again. So we're gonna just end it right here and head back to Nier's village. I think that's our next goal. Although let's see if we can talk to the butler. It may take time, but I shall find a way to cure my master's eyes. I swear it. Come back soon, everyone. Emil's so cheery for a kid who's lived in isolation for so long. And also something I wanted to point out earlier that I didn't really get the chance to is how we've been to different cities, but we've seen how the quality of living is for most of the residents in Nier's world. It's really nice that Kaine's theme is playing. Anyway, so it's really interesting to go to a relatively, or just to see the way Emil and his butler live, which is very, very different from the quality of living of all the other cities. Just interesting. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see what we can do with all of the sealed verses and hopefully find Grimoire Noir in the next video.